like despite your best efforts, you cannot get a man to approach you? I'm Tiye of the Total Love Makeover, and in this video, I'm sharing 4 likely reasons why when it comes to you, men may be choosing to stay away. So before we get into it, I have to dispel the myth that men everywhere magically know how to approach any woman at any given time in any situation. Negative. 0. No. Men are terrified to approach us. Nobody likes rejection. There may have been plenty of times where guys actually wanted to approach you, they just didn't know how. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get to our reasons. The first is not going to be a surprise to anyone, but it's so important I cannot fail to mention it. It's body language. If you consistently walk around and your nonverbals communicate that you don't really like hanging out with yourself, or you're just too busy or preoccupied to get to know anybody else, that great guy that you've been wanting to meet, he's then forced to make a split-second decision, and he will take your cues. He will then assess, well, maybe she's not worth getting to know. A good thing to keep in mind, if your posture, your gestures, and your eyes are pointed inward, that actually communicates I'm trying to keep the world out. You're actually keeping that guy out as well. Think open. Lift your chest, put your shoulders back, lift your chin and your neck, and keep your eyes up. You do want to try your hardest to engage people with eye contact. It can be a little tricky if you're not used to doing it and you have some self-esteem issues, but I guarantee you the more you practice, the easier it'll become. So if that's you, just choose one person. Choose one person, start with 30 seconds, and concentrate on giving them eye contact. You'll find that it's really not the worst thing in the world, and the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with it. Please keep your body language open and communicate to him that you actually do want to be approached. Something else we don't always think about are our facial expressions. Listen, we all have things to do. We're busy. I get it. We're irritated. We don't feel like being bothered. I get it. But you have to be cognizant of the pictures you're wearing on your face, because he actually may look at you and say, ooh, ew, not a good time. All right, man. I'm straight. You don't want to give him that message. So try to smile, and I know you may have a lot of things to do, but try your hardest to not wear that on your face, even when you're irritated. Now we have the occasional moment, but try to stay cognizant and look like you want to be talked to. The second reason is you may be over or underdoing it. Now, if your weekly routine or uniform is flip-flops, mom jeans, and a holy sweatshirt with your hair pulled back, let's just, you're underdoing it. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with dressing down. Many men find that extremely attractive. A woman that's able to dress down but still have an air of confidence and still look good, it's very attractive to men. And if you do want to dress down, here are some things to remember. Make sure your clothes fit. If they are too big or too small, it reads sloppy. You can do little things even when you're dressing down that say, I care. For instance, wear accessories, earrings. Even when you're wearing a sweatshirt, you can wear a little drop-down necklace, and if not, just put some studs in your ear. Put a little accessory in your hair if you want, or put a little face, not a full face of makeup, a little powder or something on. It says I care. I'm dressing down, but I still care about my appearance. Remember, they are visual, so they don't want to see a woman at her worst. On the contrary, you may be overdoing it. Now, if every time you step out of your house, you're looking like you just stepped out of an episode of Jersey Shore or off a Prague Fashion Week runway, then you actually kind of force the guy upon seeing you to make a decision whether or not he wants to deal with you. It can sometimes read as high maintenance or a lot of effort. And he may be looking at you thinking, I don't know if I can or if I want to keep up with her. So think about that as you're doing your makeup, as you're doing your hair, you got your, really nice outfit on and your 4-inch stilettos. If that's your everyday attire and you're just going to the gas station, you may be overdoing it. The third reason is you're always preoccupied. If you are always plugged in, and you know what I mean by always plugged in, every time you are out of your office, out of your car, out of your house, you're on the phone, you're text messaging, you're on your iPad, you got your earbuds in, you have your Bluetooth in, you know if this is you. So if you're always preoccupied, then you really can't get approached because nobody's gonna play double dutch with you. Oh no, she just got back on her, she got on her phone again. Oh, no, she's texting. He's just gonna walk away. He doesn't have time to try to figure out, kind of when you're gonna put the phone down. You have to unplug. If you make an effort to engage the people around you on a regular basis, just put down your book, put down your iPad, unplug from your phone for a few minutes, and talk to the people around you. Hi, that's a really nice sweater. It's a nice day, isn't it? That actually, engaging other people, actually strengthens your approachability factor. So indirectly, you will be more approachable as you engage other people. Now, if you only want to be approached on demand, you have this approachability on demand thing, like you're always plugged in, but you see somebody that looks good, girl, I got to call you back. Let me call you back. You can't, it doesn't work like that. You will actually come across as overeager or fake if you want somebody to approach you, but you're not really an approachable person, or you're not interested in approaching anybody else, but you want a particular person to approach you. It doesn't work like that. So remember to engage the people around you, and that will indirectly strengthen your approachability factor. The final reason is you just may be in the wrong places. Now, if you get all dolled up to the nines, you're looking good, you're smelling right, and you go to a bar or a club that's really not your style, and you come home depressed because it seemed like every other woman in the establishment got approached but you, then you may not have been in the right place. Think about it this way. If there were an airport, and outside of the airport there were taxi hangars, 4 of them, and 3 of those taxi hangars were for black stretch limousines and only 1 was for a yellow cab, I'm willing to bet that as the travelers left the airport, they would quickly assess which line they needed to be in. They'd see the taxi cab and say, okay, there's where I need to be. Now, every so often you may get an adventurous traveler that walks up to the black limo. Hey, are y'all the same price? Oh, your regular stretch limo prices? Oh, okay. Well, good evening. You have a good one. But for the most part, people are gonna walk straight to that taxi cab. Why? Because it meets their immediate needs. They know what they're gonna get, they know what they can expect, and there's a particular person that's looking to take a stretch limousine home from the airport. Let's bring this back to approachability and dating. Your challenge is to figure out those situations and events that complement the woman you are. You are far more likely to get approached in the right place than in the wrong one. And if by chance, there's a special event that's not really your style, but you still want to go to it, it helps knowing that once you leave, if you didn't get approached, it's nothing personal. It just may be that the guys in there weren't looking for a woman like you. It's not wrong, it's just different. So there you have it, my 4 likely reasons why you may not be getting approached. If you liked this video, then make sure to like it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing Total Love Makeover has to offer. If you know somebody that may benefit from this video, make sure to pass it on. Remember, you can have the love that you've always wanted, and if you're willing to do the work, I'm willing to help you get there. Until next time, I'll see you later.